shortly on Good Morning Europe.
Welcome back to Good Morning Europe. Europe's Jewish population has declined by almost 60% in the last 50 years, according to a new report. The study by the London-based Institute for Jewish Policy Research found 1.3 million people in continental Europe who describe themselves as Jewish. That's compared to more than 3 million in 1970. The study used official census data and figures provided by Jewish communities. Emigration, intermarriage and ageing populations are among the factors driving the declining population. Well, let's find out more. Sergio Della Pergola co-authored the report. He's a statistician and Professor Emeritus at Hebrew University and joining us now from Jerusalem. Thank you very much for speaking to us. So, according to your study, the Jewish community in Europe has declined by almost 2/3 in 50 years. Why is that? And do we see different trends in different European countries?
Yes, that was due principally because of the emigration of many, and most of them emigrated from the former Soviet Union. In fact, 1.6 million people, that's the decline in the Jewish population in the former Soviet Union, and another 300,000 is the estimated decline in Western Europe and the Balkans. So it's highly different. And international migration is the main reason for that. Most of those people moved to the state of Israel, and many more moved to the United States, and also internally within Germany, within Europe, mostly to Germany, to some extent also to Canada and Australia.
Is it more economic, political, social factors? Can we identify the reasons for making that kind of move?
Yes, in fact, in much discourse within the Jewish community, the factor of anti-Semitism has been considered one of the main reasons for those population changes. But the reality is that economic factors appear to be more important, factors such as unemployment or lack of economic security. But again, this is widely different across the different countries of Europe, and the more developed countries within Europe have been able to retain more of their Jewish population, whereas countries that are poorer or less stable, or who also have political troubles and in some cases acts of terrorism against Jewish communities and against the Jews in general, that can be explained as the main determinants of immigration.
Well, the last thing I was going to ask you is, to what extent has anti-Semitism, briefly if we can, to what extent has anti-Semitism played a role?
Well, the truth is that Jewish communities have perceived a definite increase in anti-Semitism. About 85% of the Jewish population in the European Union think there has been a steady increase in anti-Semitism. In fact, one of the channels through which this is propagated is the internet and the social networks. More than 80% think that that is a very dangerous tool. But I repeat, the immigration has been more related to economic factors than to anti-Semitism, and it has led mainly to Israel, which, on the other hand, has had a relatively good economic situation, very low rates of unemployment, and therefore significant opportunities, especially for people who get a better level of education.
Thank you very much for speaking to us, Sergio Della Pergola, right now speaking to us from Jerusalem. Appreciate your time.